little volatile. There's a major history with him, and we're going to basically go clear. If she's dead, she's dead.
What's going on?
Yeah, he's upset, but it's not real waterworks or anything.
I didn't think it was a gunshot.
So no heartbeat, no nothing? Secure the scene, don't touch anything.
Your wife is passed.
No! God damn it!
Tuesday, February 2nd, 2021. Athol, Idaho. A 911 call breaks the stillness of a winter night. On the line, a former Marine and retired state trooper claims his wife has taken her own life in the bathtub. But what seems like a will soon reveal something else, a scene too clean and a story that doesn't fit. I'm Tyler, and this is your daily dose of crime. We see you watching, but only about 11% of you are subscribed to the channel. So, if you enjoy this video, make sure to hit subscribe and ring that bell so that we can reach more people and you can keep getting your daily dose of crime. As always, thanks for being here.
How's it going, guys? So, this is a former ISP trooper, and a little volatile. There's a major history with him, so I'm waiting for 2 other units, and we're going to basically go clear. If she's dead, she's dead, but we want to make sure we're not walking into something because there's been a major history of issues. So, is that a volunteer?
Yeah, it's our chief.
Oh, okay. All right, good deal. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know that we're gonna take it slow, make sure we're not walking into something, and we'll let you know. So I'm just waiting. There's one coming right now, but we're waiting for 1 other after that. Cool, guys.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah. So just so you know, we're 60 or nigh. This guy that we're going to, retired ISP. Yeah, but he's super volatile. He's torched off rounds. He's done all kinds of shit. So we're waiting for all of us to get here to go in and be aware that it could turn into something major. Wait with him.
The first officers arrive at the property, a secluded home surrounded by forest. Dispatch identifies the caller as Daniel Charles Howard, age 54, who says he found his wife dead. They spot him standing at the entrance, shaken yet composed, repeating that she shot herself while he was watching television. But his tone and movements feel off, as though he's performing anguish while keeping control. The calm around the house is unsettling. There's no noise, no disorder, no trace of a recent emergency. In the air, an eerie sense of artificial order lingers. The officers don't say it out loud, but they sense that this scene feels too organized for a spontaneous tragedy.
No. Okay, well, where's she at? I don't know. Why don't you ask?
Sir?
I'm just gonna get there.
Upstairs in the bathroom? Okay, upstairs in the bathroom.
Okay, let's go. Do you have gloves?
She's in the bathtub.
Send in medical.
I know you're retired, right?
No, I'm not retired.
Okay.
What's going on?
Sir, they have to do their job.
What is it?
They're gonna
Am I
hold the scene in there. Medical's gonna go in there.
right?
They're gonna do their job.
Medical's gonna go in there and do their thing. This is their scene now.
Yeah, he's upset, but it's not real waterworks or anything. He's freaking out and like gagging, but
So no heartbeat, no nothing? Secure the scene, don't touch anything.
Okay.
hey Dan.
Dan? Hey, Dan, I'm Deputy Wheeler. I'm sorry to inform you, but your wife is passed, sir.
No! God damn it!
How long
No!
do you recall?
No! What time is it?
Did you call 911 when you heard the gunshot?
No!
Okay.
I didn't. Well, oh no!
So help us out with the time frame.
I didn't think it was a gunshot. I was downstairs, TV going. Sound like something hit the floor or something. I don't know.
When was the last time you saw your wife before she went to go take a bath?
half or something. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm getting out of it.
It's about 11:15.
Maybe 9:30.
9:30 or so.
Something. I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I might be wrong.
It's just a lockdown crime scene, so we're not going to allow anybody that doesn't live here or anybody who's not here right now to be here at this second.
Makes sense.
Can I go in there?
You can
Sit on the couch.
Where do you want to sit?
I'll just stand over here if I could.
Absolutely zero access to a sink. Okay.
Oh, 100%.
Just okay.
Yeah.
Do we know who was gunshot? Well, it appears that there's a gun in the bathtub.
I can't see it. I was behind you. What kind?
You don't have a temperature. I'll have a chat.
You asked me who I needed here.
Hold on. Here's the deal. Okay.
Well, tell me what the deal is, man. The deal is.
Okay. Then you're gonna listen to what
Damn
we
it.
say. All right. Right now, this is a crime scene. We don't want anybody that's not here to come. If he wants to park down the street and sit in his car until he's allowed to come in, that's fine. He just can't come into the house.
Tell him that when he gets here.
I will.
Please.
I have no problem with that.
You tell him he couldn't come here because if you're.
I will give him my name and I'll take all the blame for it. I don't care.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I was gonna ask him if I can start making phone calls, I guess.
I gotta wait until they come in. It's all up to the detectives. Once they come in, obviously you can ask. No. Sure you know as well as anyone how long this stuff takes.
In their initial sweep, the officers describe an immaculate home, free of visible signs of violence. Yet small details contradict the story they've been told. The master bathroom is still warm and steamy, even though the central heating is off. The water pooled on the floor looks as if it had been standing for a while, and a faint smell of cleaner hangs in the air. One officer notes it as a minor observation, unaware that it will later become crucial evidence. Meanwhile, Howard's interview begins revealing subtle gaps. His memory is precise about trivial things, but vague about key details. He recalls what TV show he was watching before the gunshot, but can't pinpoint when he heard it. He claims he tried to help his wife, yet his clothes are dry. None of these contradictions prove anything alone, but together they open a gap between his account and the physics of the scene.
Hey, Dan. How you doing? Well,
So what was going on tonight?
I had marital problems.
Mm-hmm.
And finalize.
Like, is this divorce has already been decided, or is it?
No, this
But it's open for discussion.
about her. She wants a divorce one day, she doesn't the next.
Okay.
So she brought home divorce papers, just preliminary ones.
when was that?
I don't want her.
Was this the night we got called out here?
No, I don't know if she had them then. She wanted to go, and she's acting really weird. Of course, who doesn't in that situation, I guess. Anyway, she wanted to stand by or something. I don't know what. Either she called her parents or something like that, and they called the sheriff to stand by so she could pack a bag. Anyway, tonight, let's see. Okay, so I filled out the divorce papers. Let's see. And then I had listed out our stuff. And you know, we're split it 50-50. And we're trying not to. She didn't want. She just wanted us to go through one lawyer and, you know, make it very long and fast. I said, okay. And I said, I already filled these out. And she goes, you filled them out? Like she didn't want me to fill them out, but she gave them to me. And so I split up the stuff. We agreed, and then one of them was she was buying a house, and she wanted to split this house, and I said, okay, we're going to split that house too. Oh, she went off her. She got pissed off.
You guys own the house?
No, she's buying it. I guess
What was the plan there?
she's going to move down there eventually, once this was done.
Is that where you were? Were you downstairs when this happened?
Yeah.
In the basement?
I was down there watching TV, getting the fire going. First it was okay, and then it wasn't. And she didn't like the idea of liquidating the house down there.
Okay.
Where'd the gun come from?
Oh, I bought that 4 years ago.
So then what happened? So you're downstairs doing your paperwork.
Monday I went down to my dad's in Lucille and come back today. Just take a trip. Picked up my...
Fly down there?
No, we just drove. It's a 4-hour drive. Yeah. Spent the night, helped him out. He just moved up there. And then we come back, and I got back this afternoon and tooling around, and when she got home, she picked up some from the deli, and we went down there and finalized it. And she flipped when she realized that the house has to be liquidated too. And she went upstairs, and she always takes a bath before bed. So I heard the bath running, and is that the TV down there? I heard that loud. I heard something hit the floor, I guess. Didn't sound like a shot. I didn't think it was a shot.
So you were coming upstairs to do what?
Check on her. I hadn't heard anything.
Detectives attempt to reconstruct the night based on his testimony. Howard insists it all happened shortly after 9, but the 911 call was made nearly 2 hours later. That time gap becomes the first major conflict between his version and the official record. When asked about the divorce papers found inside the house, he answers calmly, saying it was her decision. In a later report, one investigator sums up the impression: too much composure for someone who claims to have just lost his wife. At the same time, the forensic team continues its work in the bathroom. There's no blood spatter consistent with a close-range shot, no water outside the tub, and the firearm, submerged, shows minimal residue. Everything suggests that the scene is carefully arranged rather than naturally chaotic, an impression that begins to take hold amongst investigators.
Was the bathroom door open or shut?
It was open. She never shuts the damn thing. I checked her pulse.
Where'd you check her pulse at?
Both sides of her neck. I checked at both sides. He's downstairs here. This is when we had our first problems. She's upstairs with that gun. We were having problems, and I told her, I said, I can't work out. She had a gun in her hand. She put it up to her head. She freaked me out. And I thought, for sure, here we go. And dropped the gun. Shot through the floor. Well, shot through the floor and hit the tile by the wood stove, and so I repaired some things downstairs. I took the gun away.
Same gun?
Same gun. And the upstairs there's carpet. You can see. I didn't repair that. I just repaired drywall downstairs. Still hole probably. Well, of course there is. And then one other time, and then after that time, I left the gun in the safe.
What happened the second time?
Same thing. She took it out, threatened to shoot herself.
When was that?
Oh, 2.5, 3 years ago. And so since I've been here, we've been just going back and forth. You want to make it work? Okay, I'll encourage you to make it work. If you don't want to make it work, I'm encouraging you to still make it work. I couldn't see throwing 27 years away. But then, you know, I'm the one that filled out the papers, and I'll give her what she wants, if that's what she wants. And then she will do everything 50-50, okay. That includes the flipping house down there.
So obviously you're wanting to make things work here, and she's
I'm
saying,
trying to encourage her.
and she's telling you, you're not hearing me, I want the house and to change.
Okay.
I fell out of love, but breaks my heart, I'm hurting you.
Yeah. And then she'll come back and go, well, I'm not sure if I want the divorce.
She's saying you can't move on, and you respond to her, let's talk future, not negative, past or things we're going to argue about.
And that's all today.
Yeah, she still thinks I lied. Whatever.
Who did she think ran an affair with?
She didn't say. Some girl up in Alaska.
Okay, so she's saying she knew that that you lied and that you stayed with a female.
Nope, that wasn't the case.
Stay at a hotel. I heard she called the credit card company.
Yeah, and there was no motel charge. No kidding. I showed her my flight coming in, my mileage plan. I showed it. I mean,
So is this what the argument was about at Curly's then, when you got home? She said, I knew you lied to me at Curly's about it.
well, that was amongst a lot of stuff that we talked about. But we talked at length. She's crying all the time. I just didn't understand.
When you fought, did it ever get physical?
No. So I kind of give her these encouraging paragraphs because we're beating a dead dog here. I didn't.
She's just hammering you about having an affair.
Yeah. And no matter what I tell her and show her, you know, that's not the case. And
Obviously, so she thinks you've been cheating on her.
And I haven't been.
So that's probably a big
And this
part
is
of what
this
you've
is the
been
2
arguing
days.
about.
She thinks, and this is all about. I was supposed to come home on Tuesday. I came home on Thursday last week. This is what that was all about. And I can tell you, I can show you my flight on Thursday, and then I flew all the way down here. I was up working, so I had to convince her that, and I showed her, no, I wasn't at a motel because that's what you were in a motel.
Well, you could understand some of our concerns here. You guys are going through a tough time. Someone ends up deceased. There's only two possible reasons, you understand? Not accusing anything, we just got to take a look at everything.
I never touched her.
I mean, I don't have to tell you. You've been in this job long enough. You know as well as we do. So I'm gonna point out, ask you. Did you shoot your wife?
No.
Technicians widen the perimeter and photograph subtle dust variations along the hallway, enough to map a line of movement through the house. Outside, Howard keeps insisting on going back inside, saying that he's tired. He wants to collect a few things, but that request is denied until the inspection is finished. The supervisor later describes his behavior as difficulty staying away from the controlled environment. It's not incriminating, but it's noted as behavior worth watching. Meanwhile, officers review household data, appliances in use, lights on, a dryer running moments before the call. Each detail alone seems irrelevant, but together they form a domestic timeline that doesn't match his story.
This conversation is going to be over if we keep this line up.
You know we got to ask the question.
Yeah, you know as well as we do.
That's what I was saying when,
I wish she wouldn't have asked for that gun as part of her.
Okay. You understand why we're asking now?
Yeah, I'm sure I do.
Well, we have to.
It's fine.
Is there any reason why you would have gunshot residue on your person?
I shot my 40 today. But I showered. I mean,
Okay. When was that?
I don't know, 3:30 or so.
Okay. Here on the property or?
Yeah.
Okay. Where at?
Oh, by the tree over there. I put it together. It was more or less a function check, but I popped off a few rounds.
Okay.
Because you were saying she was upset because you said it's community property, so you would have to liquidate that as well. But couldn't you just say, I'll take this house, you take that house?
She started crying and said that was, and off she went. Because I forgot to add that, and I added that and we went over tonight, last night.
Because I'm assuming you wanted to keep this house? Or did you just want to get rid of this house? I meant before tonight.
No, I didn't have any aspirations of keeping it.
Did she share with you any plans on what she, grown out of the house? What was a goal to always go back to a smaller town, or?
No. She didn't really talk to me much about it. When I got back this hit, she wanted to get that house down there, and then, split our assets up, and then she was going to move down there and remodel it.
So it sounds like you guys had kind of had a plan, then all of a sudden she flips out. Was that?
This happens occasionally with her. I mean, it's like every other day I'll text her. She'll, try to text her positive things about our relationship, and then she'll go, no. And then she'll get home and she'll start crying, go, yeah, I don't want to do this. But then she'll text me, I don't want to hurt you, but I got this going on right now. She was really conflicted, I think.
What was your last words to her? Was there anything out of anger?
No, I just told her we could keep both houses then.
Got a search warrant, and get you a copy, and start doing some pictures and process and everything.
And I've got to ask again. I'm going to ask you this, and it's going to make you mad at me. And you know the deal. If you're in my shoes, you would ask it too.
I didn't touch her.
Okay. Did you have anything to do with your wife's death?
No. Well, besides pissing her off downstairs.
Dan, another thing I got to bring up to you is, obviously you're distraught, you're upset. You've been sobbing throughout the night, right? But there's no tears coming out.
She should have been her. My mouth is dry.
Well, I'm sure it is.
We talked to any or friends. I mean, am I going to hear that there's absolutely no way she would have done something like that?
I didn't think so either. This is going forward, and we're going to take care of it. And she became emotional, and that night, back to bed we went.
So that night, though, so you guys you get home, you're discussing your divorce. You still.
I know. Yeah?
Was that the last time?
No. And it wasn't me initiating it either.
So that part of your relationship was still fine, I guess.
Yeah. She called it, if we got divorced, we could be friends with benefits.
Yeah, we're going to want to take a look at that 40 you were talking about firing, since you did claim you fired again today.
It's on the inside of the door.
Oh, is it open?
No,
There's
it's
a lock.
not open. Want me to open it?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. And he was in the Marines?
Yeah.
You were in the Marines, weren't you?
Going over our stuff last night. Kenny and I were going over our stuff last night. She shot herself in the bathroom.
Preliminary lab results would reveal more inconsistencies. No gunshot residue is detected on the victim's hands, and the skin shows no thermal marks, indicating that the shot was fired from a distance. Forensic specialists also find a faint evaporation line in the tub, proof that the water level had dropped over time. The body bears bruises on the arms and collarbone, consistent with physical resistance. Every element points to the same conclusion: the scene has been altered. During questioning, Howard's tone remained steady, his delivery rigid and deliberate. When confronted with these findings, the gunshot timing, the lack of residue, the firing distance, he shows no surprise, replying coldly, "I've already told you everything." That emotional flatness is noted as a sign of detachment, common amongst individuals who manage narratives as a form of control. The biological evidence, however, is beginning to tell its own story.
Sheriff's here processing the scene. What? What are you talking about? Oh, you could be kidding me. Oh. No. I'm not saying you are. Brother. I don't. I told her we're liquidating the houses, both of them. And, okay.
She just accused you of this?
No.
That's just what it sounded like. Why would she do that, Dan?
I have no idea.
Why would she think you did this?
I don't know if she does.
Dan, I was across the room and I could hear her.
Oh, I know.
She's angry. What in the world would give her that impression?
There's no way in the world she believed your mom would want you. Believe their moms would do that.
Well, they also don't even believe that their dad would do it.
Yeah, right.
So why would she? I haven't heard somebody that angry in a long time.
She's emotional.
I'll be honest with you, I was not expecting anything like that.
Me neither.
What did she ask you about the gun?
Never pointed a gun.
What's that?
I don't know what she said about the gun.
Her immediate reaction was to attack you.
Why does she think you killed her mom?
I don't know.
And what in the world is she going to say to us? I mean, there's something else going on. You need to talk to us now.
I don't know what else is going on. There's a lot I don't know what's going on.
Well, because they're close. So I'm guessing that Kendi probably shared a lot of stuff with her.
Okay. Maybe
So what is she going to say? Because I guarantee as angry as she was, she's going to want to talk to us. She's going to be chasing us down.
Fine.
What the hell is she going to say? Because I got to tell you, that phone call put chills down my spine.
Many people.
You did it, didn't you, Dan?
No, I didn't.
I didn't think so. But now, after listening to that, I think you did, didn't you?
How the hell? She doesn't know. She wasn't here. She knows what.
Well,
What does she knows that there's a divorce going
What
on?
does she know? She knows something. She wouldn't have reacted the way she did.
Well, I don't know what it is.
Mother, she obviously had concerns if that was her knee jerk.
Okay. Well,
You understand where we're
what
coming
the, yeah,
from?
what the? Because I had talked to my daughter about that. You think all you want?
I think you did.
No, I didn't.
I don't know what it was about that phone call, but you know what? Something's telling me I think you did this.
No, you think all you want. I didn't do it.
I'm sorry, who's that?
Oh, no. Do you need a copy of my bar card or anything?
I don't know. Nothing more.
I'm sorry, are you his legal representation?
Months later, lab reports confirmed what investigators had only suspected that night. The bullet's trajectory didn't match a self-inflicted wound, the body showed signs of prior asphyxiation, and chemical traces in the tub indicated post-event cleaning. Experts concluded the shot was fired after death and that the scene had been constructed with technical precision. Ironically, the very discipline that had once defined the former officer was what ultimately betrayed him. In 2024, after a 3-week trial, Daniel Charles Howard would be found guilty of second-degree murder and felony domestic battery and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Investigators later described the case as an extreme example of control turned procedural. A psychological evaluation found traits of egocentrism and relational dominance with no trace of genuine grief. For those who worked the case, one truth remained. Even in the cleanest of scenes, biology preserves what the mind tries to erase.